All right. Welcome back. Die Shopping Song of Ice and Fire role-playing game. I think I would like to sort of just open this up a little in media res here, where we see Henrik, and he's sitting at in a chair at a table inside of Vivian's room, and Vivian's sitting opposite him and just nodding. Assume, Vivian, you have been told. I'm guessing, Henrik, you've told your mother everything.
Yes, I have.
All right. You know now.
Fans out. Scared.
Yep, fans out. So, go.
That fucking bitch.
All
right.
Okay, we can start.
Are Nymora and Clarissa alright?
Clarissa's okay. Nymora is resting. She got hurt when her and Clary went to return the bounty. Clarissa was able to fix her up a bit. I think she'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, if Galeris is a person of interest to the Gold Cloaks, perhaps this is what we'll do. Captain Simonin has been very helpful in these past couple days with the influence of gold dragons. So perhaps
very bribable.
Very bribable. But I think he will be very interested in knowing that Marie de Lugas's association with him. And in doing so, perhaps we can suggest that she can go free if she gives us the location of Galeris Tech, whatever name. And also the identity of the hooded man everyone seems to know about. So,
do you think she'll do that? Do you think she'll give him up like that?
The woman tortures people for
fun.
She is in a romance with a man willing to kill indiscriminately. I don't think she wants to put her life on the line for him. I mean, if she wanted to, I'm sure she would have married him by now, but she doesn't. Instead, she flirts with men, and I assume has them killed by this man.
I haven't seen the Lugases today, even though I know they're still here.
Oh.
I know it wouldn't be the same, like, for us to, I guess, hire someone or, pay him to, arrest the Lugases? It's not the same as, like, us, like, paying him off to find Lars or something. It's...
I think it's simple enough. Marie de Lugas has information on a dangerous criminal the Gold Cloaks are looking for, and Simonin can be persuaded that perhaps before arresting her or whatever punishment would be applicable, we could suggest that, my information was mistaken. The location of the location of Galeris Tech, not actually that you are you are acquaintances. You see where I'm going here, Henrik? It is offering up an alternative to punishment. Some people, unless they are, insane or...
You say she can get off scot-free in order to persuade her to give up this information. I get that.
No.
Yes. What time of day is it? What time? It's nighttime, right?
No, it's not.
All right. Never mind. All right, I was mistaken. Okay. Timelines are right. Next step.
So I will...
We could technically have time to do this today then,
Mhm.
Do we know
She-
where?
I'm sure
Flowers.
she's a lot easier to find than Lars Flowers.
So maybe he's managed to find him too. Who knows? We could be lucky.
Perhaps.
Right.
Right. Well, I will go find Simonin. Will you?
I'll go with
coming
you.
You have other things.
No, I'll go with you.
Mother and son, we haven't had this before.
That's true.
What's this group called?
We'll find out.
We're gonna come with a name.
It's
We'll-
new. Don't rush
We'll
it.
see. Yeah, let it happen. Let it happen.
I will drop off the what's it called? The Westbrook ledger for Thorsten and Clarissa to be able to decipher with the messages of girls being asked for, seeing if they can identify handwriting or names from it, because I don't know.
Okay.
All right. So where are you headed right now?
Captain Simonin's office. I
Got it.
believe.
Yeah,
Guard
absolutely.
area. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So you would like to convince him to help you arrest Maria Lugas, to then get her in a point to interrogate her about the location and knowledge of Galaris Tech.
Yeah.
I think we can present the information favorably,
Okay.
being like, "Hey, like you want to catch this guy? We know
Yeah.
this chick knows about it."
Yeah, I mean, the Glow Cloaks are empowered by the right of the king to arrest nobility. They have
Yep.
that power. And they have done it before, especially if empowered by the right forces. You know, it also helps that House Weirlight is a much more influential house than House Lugas. It's not like
I got gold dragons for days.
It's not
so-
like you're
We
asking
got
him
some money.
to arrest a Lannister or anything.
No.
Even then, if it was a not important Lannister, we could maybe
even if
get
it,
away with
well, even if it was a not important Lannister, honestly, they'd be like,
That's true. We'd have to convince him pretty good.
I just have a moderate random question for Viv and Henrik. If you're dropping that stuff off for Thorsten and Clarissa, are you theoretically bringing this fake maester with you also to say?
We're not taking the maester with us. We're just. I think we're going just straight there.
It's a ledger.
Yeah,
ledger,
but
yeah.
you're bringing that to Simonin.
No, I'm bringing that to Clarissa and Thorsten, who are in the tent.
Yeah, where the fake maester is, which is why I was wondering if you were dropping that off, you were possibly taking fake maester with you to Simonin.
Should we take fake maester with us? Being like, hey, we also got this dude. We could take him.
Yeah, this can be.
Yeah,
our
yeah.
collaboration
If we're
and
going
not
to the
just their
tent
word.
first, I think we should take fake maester.
Okay.
Since that was the plan anyway. If we're gonna drop off
Okay.
the police,
Then,
okie dokie.
then we can do that. Thank you.
grab him and go. Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, so you can take him. As you kind of dropped that off there and was going to take him, just briefly think, Mariella, you have of course at this point very much returned from your sojourn.
My jaunt, yes.
Her
Yes.
own ride.
What is your
Yes.
current plan to do? I guess my main question: are you going back to the tent?
Yeah, I'll go back to the tent and meet the shitstorm that's waiting there.
Absolutely. So I'm going to basically another quick. Just kind of want to move this along a little bit. When you return with your mother, Henrik, Mariella is in the tent with Cord. Mariella, you have been informed of probably a much abridged version, but have been informed essentially the goings on. Lady Vivian comes in. I'm sure you explained the plan to your co-conspirators.
Yep.
/ your family. Alley Cat wants it really known that she contributed a lot and that she she has made a list of appropriate rewards.
Oh,
Look at me,
Um,
senpai, look at
like
me.
to
What do they mostly include? Like food or stuff?
Yeah, they mainly approve all access to the pantry and like her own room.
Fair.
I mean, it's mostly that stuff. Like, it's not much else.
I mean, she did stop me from being killed, sort of. So or help out. But no.
done. I also calling you Alley Cat will not do. How do you feel about the name Alyssa?
Yeah, she's like, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'll call you Allie for sure.
Then Allie still works if we're sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, sure, all right. I'm Alyssa.
Mhm.
Am I a lady yet? As she stands in an incredibly masculine way. Like,
Yes.
I smile and it's like
multiple lady.
we can start that road.
like, all right, just want to make sure. And she just like spits and like sits in a chair sideways.
Ah, yes, my child. This is all I've wanted.
I mean, good question, Bailey. Obviously, it is with a Y.
Obviously.
We-
One S, right? I think
Mhm.
I've seen that spelling. And
Tony, it's Alyssa with 3 A's.
It's Alyssa with 3
Ah.
A's.
No. I'm going
Alyssa.
to I'm gonna put my interpretation of the fantasy Alyssa into the Roll20 chat. You can let me know if I'm wrong or right.
Alicia.
Mm.
let's see.
My name is
Matt-
Alicia.
Add another.
Another L.
Allie,
Another L.
Guys,
Yeah.
her first
All
lessons
right.
will be to write her new name. Don't make it too
We
complicated.
gotta make it easier. Just like 5 letters at the max.
Can she just
okay?
have a regular?
Give
Can
me a
she just
second,
have a
guys.
normal name?
So
Can she
she's
have
a Peter and a Darren.
This is
Well,
normal.
that's pretty normal.
Listen,
That's also
There you
my
go.
cousin.
That one's
Sure.
pretty good. All right. So, Alley Cat's new name is Alyssa. So, Henrik and Vivienne were going to go talk to Simonin and kind of deal with this situation. Now that Mariella here is, Mariella, did you wanna
I
go
can
with-
lend out cord. I am planning on starting Alley Cat's road to
Well,
something.
Alley Cat doesn't really need attention right now. I'm just saying if you wanted to go with them to contribute in that situation,
Mm.
Sure.
yeah.
if you want to come,
Yeah.
I can be backup for Mama like I normally am.
All right.
Sure.
All
I'll,
right, Mom
you
and
know.
the twins.
Yeah.
Let's go crush people socially.
Mhm.
Social
Ruin their
destruction.
reputation.
Yep. Cord also informs you like essentially what Tedric's doing. Essentially, him and like Tedric is currently winning melees and interacting with some of the other
He was
different
war
certain
buddies.
lords. Last time he saw them, he saw Lord Tarley and him were having an arm wrestling contest.
One.
That's
He says he doesn't know it was still going after he
Oh.
left.
impressive. Probably is a
Yeah,
I
I
had to-
foresee
I
another
know-
sibling. when we
I
get back home.
apologize,
home.
ma'am. I only thought of protecting your daughter. Next time I will find out.
No. You have a point.
Besides, I'm sure my lord, if my lord wins, he will inform you.
He will.
I kind of like looked at Henrik and it's like, there's gonna be another one, isn't there?
yeah. Oh,
Mhm. Yeah.
not at the end of this trip, and certainly when we get home. So
All right, first class problems. Indeed. So, the Weirlights are good. Vivienne, Mariella, and Henrik will go to Topper.
yes, I bring the maester as well.
Yes. You of course have Cord and Micah with you.
How many fake chains does he have? Like now that I'm like able to see him.
How many fake chains? I don't
Obviously,
have
if he's a
the
fake
exact
maester,
number.
it's fake chains.
No, there's literally never been an exact number of any chain link of any maester in the book, so I
Even
have
I'm
No,
no
no,
idea.
no, no. I
I
get that,
don't
but
know
like,
how it works,
there are
though.
obviously like some noticeable chain links or whatever on
Yeah,
Thorsten.
right.
Are there any
Sure.
on this dude, or is he just rocking the robes?
No, he's got chain links, right? But like they're very eclectic, and he obviously doesn't know what they mean.
Okay,
So
so
it might
somebody
just be-
possibly gave him links. Okay.
Yeah, that he basically he'll say someone he goes it was Marita who gave him the chains.
She bought them off eBay.
Lovely.
He didn't ask where she got them. No.
Hobby shop.
Fantasy Craigslist.
Fantasy Craigslist.
Yes.
Craigslist.
It's just a dude named Crag selling stuff.
Hey, you guys want some stuff?
Damn it, Crag.
All right, so we are on the way for
Yes,
Sionin.
you.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get there no problem. Vivian knows the way already. You're let in pretty quick because you've paid so many of these people money
You know us.
at this point, and he kind of looks up from his from some things he was reading, and he's like, "My lady, hello. We have not caught your man just yet. Apologies."
I understand. You all are very busy. I do have some information in regards to, I believe his name was Galeris.
His eyes go very wide. He goes, "You do?"
Yes. There is a woman, Marita Lugas, who has known associations with him.
I'm familiar with House Lugas, yes.
I believe she can be, before, though, I ask if you, to arrest her, but I think she can be persuaded to give the location of Galeris Protect. And she has some information that would be pertinent to my own business.
I see. Well, that is a good offer, and just both smiling. I think he kind of looks around and is like, "I would have it. It would. It would be very good to have perhaps a to make these paperwork go a little quicker of being able to.
I put
arrest
down
her."
20 gold dragons.
Yeah, all right then. just waiting.
She was making him squirm a little bit.
Just horrifically corrupt.
It's horrific.
Wonderful.
It's just awful.
And he goes, "You said Marita Lugas, right?"
Yes.
Kind of puts the bag. He goes, "I could tell you something pretty interesting about Marita Lugas. If," and he puts a hand up, "if you perhaps introduce me to some some noble some more higher up folk."
A social climber.
Do you have anyone in particular of interest?
Oh, I have some ideas. Yes, no one too high, but I would like perhaps my name known a little more among respectable circles.
Of course.
You would swear to do that?
Yes.
Very well. Marita Lugas bribed me to harass your family when you entered the gate.
Ah.
Oh, shit. Oh, fun.
Oh, how the
pieces.
tables have tabled.
Oh, all pieces come together.
That's why my men were
One-
harassing you, was due to that.
Interesting.
though not this much.
Well, there are very few individuals that make as good as friends as me and my family.
I'm starting to understand that. So, Mariella and Henrik, you're just witnessing total corruption at
Yeah.
Blown away. Yeah.
I think I maybe like take like I'm assuming like we're in kind of like a flying V with the maester between me and Henrik, so like we're slightly like obscured behind Vivian. She is such a masterful
the
presence.
Nature's already been taken.
We got him taken care of. Okay.
He's taken.
Okay.
Assume he's taken care of.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, then that changes what I was thinking.
But you're eventually, still flying V. You're basically just behind thing, and he's just like he knows who you are. You all both Henrik and Mariella recognize this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, and kind of stands up tall. He goes, well, I'll gather some men. Where is she?
She is still a noble lady, so are there like circulations that they just go through that I could know?
Well, yeah, if she's not hidden away somewhere with her Bravosi lover, then she's probably she might be back at the Green Tree Inn, or she'd be on the green.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I think maybe like slight sidestep, and it's like, well, we do know that she is staying at the Green Tree Inn. Kind of like proceed to like look at my mother for like any filler.
We were still just there. She wasn't there, and it's still the middle of the day where most of the events are going on. She might be on the green, so watching everything.
Or with this Bravosi.
Yeah, so he gathers a contingent of about 7 men and probably more like 5 men, but like
public arrest. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you are, of course, free to walk with them if you want.
Of course.
I kind of want to see this go down. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, so the Green Tree Inn is the closest thing to where you are right now. So if you do head that way, you do in fact would see her outside. She just left the Jade Spring.
Huh.
That's the brothel across the way, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it is. They service many
The one
people.
where Lida works.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you point her out?
Yes, immediately.
Cool, yeah. Then Topper kind of makes a gesture, and the gold cloaks begin to surround her, and she goes, what is the meaning of this? He goes, Lady Marie de Lugas, under the name of the King of Robert Baratheon, you are under arrest for suspicion of aiding and smuggling, poisoning, and the conspiracy and murder. And she looks incredibly shocked. They kind of grab her, and she suddenly looks very scared and begins to cry.
Oh.
And
poor dear.
the men are like, this is weird.
So fake.
Topper doesn't seem super moved by it.
She's like 6'6" and she's built like a linebacker.
She's 6 feet tall. Thank you very much.
I'm maybe
Might as well be
exaggerating her
6'6".
slightly in my mind.
Mm-hmm. But she's acting like a very delicate lady at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And he kind of goes, like, where are we bringing her?
Could we have take it like back to his is there like a interrogation room like in his like tower?
A mini jail cell, maybe?
He's like, we could take her to the Bastille, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not at his tower, but there is like a place he could go.
Yeah.
It's not the jail or anything, but we could take her to
No,
the
no,
Bastille.
no.
Not the black cell, no, that would.
No, not the black cells, no.
Oh, good.
He doesn't want to do that paperwork right now.
That's a
Mhm.
lot.
Oh, I don't blame her.
Like,
Fair.
Just because I want as many people to see that she's arrested as possible.
make
Oh,
this
okay.
shit public.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. So you walk her through the streets of the Bastille. to the Bastille,
Mhm.
and she has fully collapsed and fainted at this point.
Yep.
Oh,
She's real good.
And
good move.
the men have moved her. You three, of course, are free to go with them into the Bastille. Normally, you're not allowed. Like one of the gold cloak with like a black badge, like tries to stop you, but Topper just like takes his hand and like moves it aside. And goes, "It's fine," and they're just like, "Okay."
Tell Clarissa? No, we're fine. We'll tell them after everything happens. Yeah, fine.
And yeah, so she is placed in a chair, in a Bastille room, and yeah,
We
You're free
get a
to do
bucket of
whatever.
water and wake
Can
her
we-
up, I guess.
Yeah.
you want to throw water on her?
Can we?
No, she's still a lady. I'll give her that much dignity for now.
Fine.
But just to
Henrik.
have like
Henrik is a little bit
just
moody
one
right
of the
now.
guards to like pat her face to wake her up.
Yeah. One of the guards walk over. Topper kind of moved a lot of the guards. He's just in there with you. He just goes over and like jerks her shoulder and goes, "Wake up!" and she's like, "What's going on? I don't."
Oh.
And she just looks very herself.
Broken.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That
We-
word.
We do it. I shouldn't do this check, but should I do a check to like? I want to see if like she's faking it. If I would know that.
I kind of want to empathy roll. all
Well,
sorts
it
of shit.
sounds like at this point
Intrigue.
we're entering an intrigue with
Yeah.
Melina
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
We are.
Get
So-
to intrigue.
All right, so mom,
Mom,
brother, and sister are all
babies
going to
of intrigue.
It's a family thing.
Yay!
Status, reputation.
I did
Vivian
one on
goes
my-
first. Unless
See, I did
Marita
one
has
on my own,
something.
and now I graduated to be with the big dogs. Happy.
18 from me.
18 from you.
Nice.
15 from me. Not a great roll.
All right, and this is, I always forget, what is this rule?
Status and reputation if you
I'm
have
an-
it.
I'm an idiot, of course.
No, you
Of
are
course.
not. You just have lots of shit floating in your brain.
It's a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Wow,
Yeah, we were
that
gonna
was
do
a
that.
garbage roll.
Aaron, if you need the actions page, it's 149 on the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm. It is. Now, oh no, it's this one. So, I believe, if I know correctly, the goal of this intrigue is information. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we want
It is
to.
to get her to tell you stuff.
Yes.
Sounds good. Now, as Vivian, you are going first, as you do have the eloquent ability, and she does not.
Mhm.
What's your disposition towards her,
Oh.
knowing all of this?
Oh man.
It is. Oh gosh, it's gonna be such a blow to my fucking everything. But. Ugh. Okay, what's the difference between dislike and unfriendly besides
Like
the
stat wise, or
Well,
No.
I think you mean
Like-
roleplay wise, right?
roleplay wise? Yeah.
So dislike indicates a general unfriendliness, certain uncomfortable frostiness, whether it originates from distrust, reputation, past misdeed. It just means like you don't really want to do anything for this person, and you would entertain things against them. Unfriendly is you dislike them in a very grounded real reasons. Unfriendly is regardless, they basically you would hold them in disdain. You wouldn't seek to actively hurt her, but you wouldn't interfere if those would easily convince to conspire against you. Now, malicious is you want to murder this person.
Okay.
Vivian, do you want to murder this one?
No, I don't want to murder her.
Right, but
Yeah.
this is regardless of what you're actually going to do. Do you want to murder her? Or are we saying it's unfriendly? Because in my opinion, it's not dislike. It's unfriendly
No.
or malicious, I feel, for Vivian.
I guess because it's like I want to give her a way out, but I want her not to fucking mess with me and my family again. So would that be malicious?
No, I wouldn't say that's malicious. I would say that's unfriendly.
Okay, then unfriendly.
I think you're at the point where it's like you're not actively entertaining her death, but you would take off a hand.
He hasn't like killed anyone
Then
directly.
let's
so
say it's unfriendly.
it's-
Okay.
All right. Mariella, this is the girl that tortured Constance.
Yeah, I know.
What's your disposition towards her?
Oh man, it's at least it's at least unfriendly. At least.
Yep.
Mhm. Yep, she tortured your best friend for sexual pleasure, apparently.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the thing is, I don't know if like it's the main like focus of her rage is this Bravosi asshole or her.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Well, I will say, you know directly from Fabius, the Bravosi guy didn't torture Constance. It was Marita.
It was Marita. Oh man.
Can you be at malicious even if it's not within your character's nature to murder someone?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be.
Have you ever heard a 15-year-old girl scream, "I'll fucking kill you" at a person? Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be grounded in any kind of actionable
Actual
thing.
intent. Yeah.
Mm,
But
yeah.
it's just-
Yeah.
It's just so no, if you say it's unfriendly rather than malicious, I 100% believe you, and that's I wouldn't need an argument of why it's not.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go with unfriendly.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So Henrik, what is your disposition towards Marita?
Probably unfriendly.
Yeah, I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
Fairly generally.
Yeah, like I even though I haven't had like direct stake, like I care about Constance. I feel like maybe my sister or brother would be more upset, but it's further than dislike. So, and I can.
Yeah, so you're all unfriendly
Mm-hmm.
towards Marita Lucas.
Yeah.
All right. To mask your disdain when trying to befriend a long-time enemy. Hard to do. Yeah, so that means you guys will all have a -4 to persuasion rolls because it is difficult for you to mask your utter disdain for this woman.
Yep.
However, it will be very easy for you to lie to her.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because you're like, yeah, fuck this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Mhm.
Why did I suddenly have that up?
Does grant bonuses to intimidation too?
I mean, no,
Yeah.
not at all. It's just
Oh.
deception and persuasion.
Mm.
So, and I know Marita's. So, Vivian, you're starting us off.
Mm-hmm.
What is we know your intention? What is
Yeah.
your tactic here? What are you going to use?
Hmm.
I feel like it's not charm.
No.
What gave you that idea?
Yeah, say it in that creepy tone.
Yeah, I guess it would be. So
I will say,
Mhm.
from what you told me about how you want to go about this, I mean,
Yeah.
intimidation sort of makes a lot of sense. That you're because
Yeah.
you're threatening her, right?
Yeah.
Not with
For sure.
bodily harm, but
No.
you are threatening her. I could see an argument for convince,
Mhm.
right? But it's honestly what you're doing is you're intimidating her.
No problem. Yeah. Then that'll be what I do.
Sounds good. All right, we know
Yeah.
your weapon now is intimidation.
Your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When is that not her weapon?
I did spend my experience points to get 2 bonus dice in intimidation.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I
it
do
just
remember
seemed appropriate.
Love it.
All right, so this is your first volley.
Yeah. I think I will come at it. Be like, oh, Marita, dear, I know this must be very confusing for you, but the tears are unnecessary. I think we all understand the situation that you're in. Being a woman of your breeding, you're prone to high emotions. So I can understand if you give us the location of Galaris Tech. We can see how your involvement with him was a misunderstanding, a sway of passions. Otherwise, this will become a very different conversation.
Damn.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
Nice.
That sounds influency.
Definitely influences.
So why don't you give me that roll?
Already, here we go.
Yes.
But -4,
Minus
So
4.
So 16.
Still.
16.
So 16. Yeah. So I'm just making sure I'm reading this right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, yes, I am reading this correctly.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So 16. That that still hits.
Awesome.
100%. So let's see here. So with the 16, that is 2 degrees of success.
And it's my will rank, which is 3.
3. So that's 6 composure damage upon her. Which, yeah. So you yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, so she twitches a little at that. But it's not her turn.
Hello.
Mariella,
Hi.
what would you like to do?
Oh man. I feel like this is the prime time for me to actually be able to use one of the things that I have, but that totally depends on Henrik. Because I rolled higher than him.
Did.
Oh man. It requires you to do an assist thing, but I don't want to like make you do anything. I don't know. I'm kind of entertaining the concept of just doing a consider this round to get the 2 bonus dice for the next round. So I will just kind of stay in the back and let
You
my
will
mother be up front, so then I can
Okay.
do the consider and get 2 bonus dice for the next round.
Sounds good. Henrik,
Yes.
what is your
Well, assist was what I was looking at doing, surprise at least. I feel like more of the support here. If I choose to assist, would that aid my mother or would it aid Mariella?
it would be your choice who it aids.
Okay.
Her.
Yeah, I think I'd aid my mother if she's up next and I feel like has a better
Yeah,
chance of
that would be on the next one. Yeah. So, do you see what you have to do to aid? To assist? Yep, you have to make a persuasion test.
Do
And it's a
that's
29, so. But if you beat
minus-
it, then you can lend half your persuasion rank as a modifier to your allies next
Okay.
to test.
I subtract 4 as well because I'm also unfriendly, right?
Well, yeah.
This is just like-
you're not doing
this
it
is-
to her. You're doing it to
this is-
Vivian.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
I
wouldn't,
will
you wouldn't need it at this point. Yeah, so it's
Okay,
just,
just-
a roll for you.
straight persuasion. Okay.
Mhm.
You do it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Woo.
That's the number you need. You need a 9.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Uh,
that.
So your persuasion rank is what?
I persuade 3.
Okay, so you get a +1, Vivian. You're next. All right. Very good. Marita.
Or
Oh, Marita.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian, what's your passive deception?
My passive deception is
yes.
16.
Ooh. Oh, I see.
Oh.
All right then.
Oh god.
She's reading you.
Gulp.
No.
No.
She cannot roll for shit today.
Aha!
Oh, there was never a
She's too
day.
distraught.
Yeah, she's just sitting there and like she's just kind of like looking at you, but she still looks scared and alone.
Such the
Uh,
actress. Yes.
Vivian, it is your go again. That is all.
Okay.
That happens with Maria. Just looks at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I still want to influence her.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good tactic.
Guess it'll be
You get a +1 now.
yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you, my boy. And I'll just try to use this in I might try to use it, but I guess what I'll say is Marita, come now. You don't want to actually, what would be the punishment for her crimes?
Are you asking this out of character? I don't.
No, I'm basically trying to like put pressure on her, saying what could happen if she doesn't talk.
Like, Topper's in the room, so it's like a
Yeah.
hypothetical. Like, what would be the crime?
Mhm.
Great.
What could happen to you?
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a threatened thing, I think.
Yeah,
I get you.
if
I get
I
you.
could.
Intimidate. Yeah. Why don't you roll that intimidation?
Mm-hmm. Alright, nugget. I should keep this open. Like I'm not gonna use it. Here we go. So 23 minus 4.
23 minus 4.
19.
All right. So that is 3 degrees of success. Yeah. And so that is 9 damage. Okay. Yeah. She's you see that affect her to a degree, and she's just like, I wouldn't know. I don't even know. I still am very confused about what any of this is about. She's not really making much eye contact with you anymore. Mariella,
I'd like to take my turn after Henrik because I need it for a thing
you
like-
can do that.
Yeah.
However, it will now be permanently after Henrik.
That
though,
is
if you do
fine.
it your turn.
In order for me to use coordinate, I need it.
Okay, sounds good. So Henrik,
Yes. I would like to continue to assist. I feel like we'll get to her. At least for this round. She hasn't done anything yet, so
yeah,
all I
so
can do.
you're just like whispering to Mom, like, yeah, you go. Are you just saying something?
You're
Thank
such an inspiration. I'm learning so much from you right now. It's awesome. It's so great.
New side to my mother.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be so great.
Yeah, I mean, Vivian, you must be happy that Henrik's learning stuff like this.
I am.
Lord knows his father didn't.
Please, no, I'm wrestling right now. Persuasion check.
You're muted.
I was saying,
Sweet.
I am the way I am, so Tedric can continue to be a sweet man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellently done.
15
Henrik.
down.
Mhm,
Okay.
Very good. Another +1.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. Hold on.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hi. So I did consider. So I do have a question.
Yeah.
Because I'll get a +2B, which I'm assuming is 2 bonus dice on
Yes.
my next roll.
Yes, you
So for abilities,
Mhm.
I finally get to use it. So beauteous. Coordinate. You may test will to improve an ally's ability to assist in a task.
Mhm.
Usually when an ally assists, the ally grants a bonus equal to half his rank in the tested ability.
Yes.
When you coordinate efforts, you can add your will rank times your degree of successes to the results as well. Difficulty
Mhm.
is a 9 for non-combatant tests. The catch is that I have to be after the assisting roll, but before the target.
Yes.
So, what would you like me to roll?
Well, it doesn't say what to roll.
Nope.
For the coordinate. So where is this
But-
again?
Page 70?
Page
Because
7?
it says that it can be for both non-combat and combat. The difficulty level is different.
Okay.
It says you test will, so would it just be me rolling coordinate?
I'm not seeing it on the page you said.
It's under will. It's the
Oh,
first
there it
sub-thing.
is. I found it.
You may test will to improve, so would it just be me
Okay, hold
rolling
on.
coordinate?
All right. When you coordinate efforts, you can add your will rank times your degree of success to the result as well. The difficulty is challenge 9 for non-combat tests. All right. Timing is everything when you consider coordinate. Ally grants a bonus equal to half his rank in the tested ability.
So just roll a will coordinate
Okay.
roll then?
Yes, this will be a will
Awesome.
coordinate.
Let's add
roll,
2 bonus dice. So I've got
Mhm.
3 bonus dice in this for a
Yes.
will rank of 4. 20.
So that is 3 degrees of success.
So times 4, 12.
Yeah.
12 is your
12.
added number.
Well, no.
Hopefully.
The math there, it's still halved. So, Vivian, instead of a +1 on your next roll, I believe this is very strangely worded.
Yeah, it says you can
I'm
add
really
your will
not
rank
sure.
times your degree of successes to the results as well.
Yeah, to the result, but the result of what?
So my degree of
is the
successes
thing?
was 3, so it'll be a 4.
Yeah, when you coordinate efforts, you can add your will rank times your degree of success to results as well. Actually, yeah. So I think that is it. So I believe your next roll, Vivian, instead of just a +1, because of Mariel's coordination of Henrik's assist, you will instead have a +13.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I am your
Love it.
beauteous daughter. Welcome me.
She's been waiting for that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the first
Um,
time I've been able to do it. Now imagine if I
Okay.
was with Clarissa.
Mm-hmm.
that is incredible.
It'd be scary. All right. So,
God, imagine
Yeah.
if Clarissa was here too.
Murder her, mama. Murder
she's
her.
been through a lot lately. She
Mhm.
needs to just take
That's
a minute.
true.
Ah!
I'm sure she has like a full glass of wine, just like.
Yeah, I think maybe after like the whole like Simone and it's like, and what about also mutilating people? And like looking at Marita, like kind of continuing on to like, would we include that in the list for charges?
Yeah. Well, you'd go off of something like Henrik would say, but yeah,
No, yeah.
100%. Like
I
Henrik,
would lead up to that. Yeah.
yeah, lead up like and mutilation and goes. of a noble girl, like of a noble, so like your son
of a
like,
noble.
how about mutilation as well, and then your daughter of a noble woman, like, and Vivian, there's a moment where you just feel the three-headed hydra that is your.
Look what you created,
Baby.
mother. Aren't you proud? Look at us.
Listen, I'm
tagged
sorry.
on there.
You-
I'm just happy
you
to
thought
be-
Henrik
I'm
was
sorry,
good?
you guys.
just
I'm
happy
sorry, you
to
guys
be
don't
a
have
noble
friends.
woman. Just
but
add
you'll be
4
fine.
words.
I'm sorry. I love that. I'm sorry you don't have friends, but you'll be fine. Yeah. So Marita kind of is like, she just goes wide. She's like, mutilation. I didn't. I don't even know. She starts to just like breathing very heavily. Okay, good. None of you can see that, right?
No, wait,
I saw nothing.
no.
Well,
Last thing I
no.
see is me.
3,
Mhm.
2, no.
Okay,
Mhm.
yep. Yeah, so that's okay. Hold on, she's got things.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
she
much
has
things.
Thinking.
She has things. Oh, okay. Vivian, what's your defense?
11.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, with that minus, yeah. So it would just be yeah, not much. It's a degree of success, so that means she would merely deal 4 damage.
Is
Which,
that before the reduction?
yeah, that no. It's she gets a success, right?
Okay.
Against your combat defense, which means she will deal 4 composure damage, but
Yeah.
your disposition rating is 6.
Yes.
So you take
It
nothing.
soaks.
Gotcha.
So basically, you're not buying a word
No.
she is saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, not even a little part of you is entertaining a word she says, essentially. All right, Vivian, it's your turn. You have a plus 13. I suggest you influence.
Yeah, I was gonna do that thing. Yeah.
Do the thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Maybe you should consider instead.
Malt.
No, yeah. I'm gonna like pull a handkerchief from my sleeve and throw it at her and just be like, "You look ridiculous, girl."
Mhm.
While you're remembering, well, perhaps you can shed a tear when you both lose your heads for your actions.
This is like, trust me, this is probably the big crush. So I would say
Yeah.
anything you want to say to her, you say it in this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I can't see
No problem.
unless you roll.
Tony's
all
looking at the
ones.
plus
no.
13.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. So I will stand up with my fan, lift her chin so she's looking me in the eye.
Of course.
I'm
Awesome.
scared.
While you're remembering, tell us the man in the cloak, and if you ever come near my family again with your pathetic tricks, you will be erased from everyone's thoughts, minds, and you will be a blip.
I have noted. Have you mentioned once anything about her Bravosi lover or Glarus Tech?
Yes.
Yeah.
In
the
the, in
beginning, I
the, in
think
the
we
opening
did,
volley.
The first one.
Yeah.
Was it the first
early
one?
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I just want to make sure because I couldn't remember.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it was
that was
mentioned.
my opening
All right.
volley.
And then are you then going to then tell her what you want from her?
Yes.
Okay, so you've done that. Very scary and intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, was it tell me where your Bravosi lover is?
Yeah.
Okay, or do you say his name?
Yeah. Tell me where Galaris Tech.
Okay, yeah, saying the name definitely has a big impact. Okay, make the roll.
Okie dokie.
That was bone chilling.
Intimidate, here we go.
Yeah, David's face.
Oh, 35!
36.
36.
36,
Oh my
excuse me.
36.
Oh my
Terrifying.
god.
Minus 4.
32.
32.
Our powers
32.
combined, David.
Oh,
We have
no.
matched you.
Look at us. They're
2,
strong now.
3,
Oh no, it's only still
5.
above 30.
I think
5 degrees of success.
Oh,
3 times 5 is 15. Minus. Okay. Minus 5 is 10. And then what is her? Hold on. Right. So. Oh god, she would have to take a lot of points of frustration. She would have to take all 3. She would only
How does
take
it feel, Serena?
1.
You feel good?
Feels so good. I'm so proud of my babies.
Are we, Bailey?
All you need is 4 words of a noble woman.
Yeah, no, yeah. If she takes all 3, minus 9. Okay, sorry, I'm mathing.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we hate you real hard. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's a lot of math.
Yeah. So
how badly broken is this woman?
So she still has the face on, but she looks like she trembles a bit and like puts her head down, and then like kind of moves her hands out, like resting on like her forearms on her legs, and you see like before she was sitting like a lady, and now her legs have just splayed out in a much more masculine style, and kind of slowly comes down. Her back is arched.
Can I do
And
an
she-
awareness to see if she's like reaching for something?
You see
I'll
her
back her
hands.
up.
You see her hands are quite in the or quite visible.
Okay.
The act is dropping.
Yeah, and her hands they're not going away anywhere. I will say her hands are.
Okay.
But if you want to make an awareness test to see if she's doing anything, you can. Yeah.
Like.
Well, actually, you wouldn't be able to. This is a
Yeah, no,
reaction.
it's fine.
This is a result.
That's cool.
And so yeah, she has kind of slumped, done all that. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my eyes. There we go. Yeah, so she kind of slides forward, and all 3 of you, what is your passive awareness, actually? That's a good point you brought up there, Mariella. I see you.
Mine is only
Okay.
12.
Yours
16.
is 12. 16.
Mine is 12.
12. Oh, very good. All of you. 12, 12, and 16. Okay, hold on. I have to make a roll. Yep, okay. Good enough. All right, now I have to take it off of private. Hold on. Let's see if I can do it.
Oh
Mhm.
no!
If we can
See
figure
if I
that
can
out.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I did that. So unfortunately, none of you notice.
Goodbye, everyone. Yep. Yep. She gets me. Yep.
Is it
Because mine is 7.
you're at 7? Yeah. So she just suddenly goes. She just screams and thrusts her hand forward, and it seems like flicking out from her dress a tiny, tiny fucking knife.
Yep.
Whips out, and she just barely gets you.
Oh,
You will take 1 damage.
Oh, thank God.
Got fucking
It's
poison on
a
it.
baby knife, and she has she honestly is not strong.
Okay. So, do I subtract it from damage, or do I go to injuries, or what do I go?
No, it's just
My health.
You don't need to take any injuries. Yeah, it's health.
Okay.
You take
Okay.
1 point. However, she goes up and just slices, kind of basically like your hand as you kind of react, and she just
Mhm.
slices. And however, I will now need you to make an endurance resistance test.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Poison.
Just flat
All right,
endurance.
I'm gonna
Here
mace
we go.
this.
3.
You got destiny. You got
You
destiny
have
points, girl.
destiny.
I'll
Destiny.
spend it to try and get better.
Now hold on. Just
yeah.
one moment.
Yeah.
1 moment.
Mhm.
I just want you to know some things.
Okay.
Here are your options.
Don't kill our
Um,
mom.
Bye.
Teacher will be pissed.
That's cool. I'm coming back young
Teacher
and hot.
can't be our only parent. I can't. We can't have that. He can't raise us on our own. Who knows how we will turn out?
I'm sorry, you're implying that he raised us.
Y'all are cute.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. Okay. So where did you go?
This seems right. I'm not very tough. I've been a very wealthy woman all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Whole 23
Having
episodes.
having regrets, Vivian?
Nah, that bitch gonna learn. If I die, listen. She got scared enough to stab me, so this pretty much she's guilty. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got no regrets.
I'm sorry, I foreshadowed this. I said someone in our house was poisoned.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I had all the correct
Terminology.
information.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So gosh.
Well, I'm just happy I didn't like confront her by myself in a different time when I was
This
suspicious of her.
is fucking true, right?
That would have gone poorly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would have gone poorly.
Let me guess. She switched to combat.
All right. She did switch to combat. All right. So
Yeah.
if you don't use so basically this is actually how poisons really work.
Okay.
Basically you make an endurance resistance test and the poison also makes a roll to try and
Okay.
beat you essentially.
Mhm.
That usually it goes against your base endurance if it's ingested, but it goes against active endurance if it's contact. This is of course
Okay.
contact poison. Now you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Would you like to stick with the 3?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Because I just wanted you to know that because it does actually matter. Even if you don't beat it, your roll is important.
I understand.
Mhm.
No, 3 is bad.
Yeah.
So
like, even if you roll really high but don't beat it,
Yeah.
that's much better than rolling.
better than a yeah. I understand. All
Yeah,
right,
we need
and
to
just
give you a life
to
long enough to
clarify,
stick to it.
Mhm.
I guess because a destiny die can also give me a bonus dice, right? Or is that not
Yeah,
the case?
before the
I
roll.
hope you're right.
Before the okay, so if I use my destiny dice now, it has to just re-roll flat.
It will
endurance.
just be a flat reroll.
All right. Understood. And just to clear, one more thing to clarify: if I use it to re-roll it, I'm not burning it. I'm just spending it. For the
No,
session.
you're just spending.
Okay. Understood. So let's try again then. Yep, that's fair.
It's one better.
It is.
One better.
Yep.
Could help. I don't know.
Who knows?
All right.
You got a maester on staff, Simonin?
If I don't die on the way.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Because also, if I survive this, but I'm a mute, I can't be Vivienne. So,
Speak.
It's not vocal cords.
who knows what the poison is?
Maybe you'll just lose a hand. You don't need a hand as a lady. You have other people to be your hands.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
There's a
Don't-
whole
so
disfigure
hard to
thing.
gesture
Anyways,
with
Tony.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm measuring doses. Poisons
Yeah,
are actually very fun if you get into them. I actually really like the use of poisons.
Mhm.
So I can't tell you, of course, what poison is being used.
Of course not. No,
because
I understand.
That's what Thorsten has to figure out.
Thorson's
Mhm.
not here. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no,
What
there
if
he
Jesse
is.
comes back and I'm dead?
He's back. Look
Oh
at
no.
him. He's right there.
So there's this thing called virulence and toxicity in poisons. It's real fun, but the ranking of them show how dangerous they are.
How
Yeah.
aggressive. Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like virulence is it's sort of their attack dice. So what they're going to roll to affect you, right?
Mhm.
So
It's a 2-hit.
yeah. Poison. Oh, good news actually, Vivian. I just reread something about this poison. It's an active roll, but if you roll lower than your passive endurance, then it just takes your passive endurance.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
Good.
yeah. So because your passive endurance, I believe, is 8.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool. So it's 8 is what we're testing.
Nice.
Thank God.
Nice.
Cool.
Slightly
Yeah.
better.
However, I will say the virulence of this poison is 5.
Yeah, I figured she's fucking a poisoner, so.
Yeah. Now I'm just making sure I got this dosage right because it is smaller. -1. Okay, so it's 4 because she only implanted on an itty bitty dagger.
Tiny.
It's so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing like a slightly larger arrowhead.
Yep.
That's 19. Okay.
I'm so scared.
That's real good. All right.
Oh, no.
Woof.
Yep.
Okay. Vivian.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Uh-huh.
As it literally happens instantaneously. As
Mhm.
it nicks you and she's screaming, at that point Topper is moving and you guys will then immediately get to move. But Vivian, you immediately catch yourself and begin to fall back as you can no longer feel your throat or your face.
Oh, fuck.
Nor can you move it. You cannot talk or do anything.
Just.
You also immediately take 2 wounds.
Oh.
Burn that die if you'd like to move.
Okay.
Well,
I only have 2 endurance, so if I take 1 more, am I dead?
yes.
Okay. Can
Uh,
I burn? Can I burn my destiny now to not die? Because I don't know what this poison can
You're
do.
not dead yet.
Not
But
dead.
I don't know. Have to. I don't.
Yeah.
If this poison does more stuff over time, I think in the rules it said I had to spend my destiny before.
So, yes. That is a thing you can do. Would you like to permanently burn one of your destiny points? It doesn't matter if you have already spent it. You can still burn it. That's still a thing.
Yeah, because I don't know what else. I and Serena don't know what else can happen. Like if
No.
it gets worse over time, I can't
could.
spend it after. So yeah, I'll burn so I can survive because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, so you will, no matter what, survive this poison.
Mm-hmm.
However, Vivian, you are not unconscious, but you your body just feels very cold and numb, and you're like paralyzed essentially.
Mhm.
Like, you can't move, and it's not like a stiff paralyzation. You just don't feel the ability to put any kind of control over your own body, and you can no longer speak.
Okay.
I will say that is not necessarily a permanent effect.
You don't believe everything you say, so
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus.
did
Yeah.
it not matter? 'Cause-
No. You're good. You're good. You survived. So if you hadn't have done that, I will fully tell you, this thing attacks twice before it runs
God.
its course.
So happy.
Also, right after if it does gain an
God.
injury, you have to make an endurance 12 test, and if you fail, your endurance is permanently lowered by 1.
So,
the amount of
I-
wounds you would have taken would have.
it would have been so
You-
yeah. Okay, so I did a good thing.
Yes.
You called it
Yes.
at the exact right time.
That's a good
Yes.
call.
Called it
Good
afterwards, I would have put a ton of consequences on you. But you
Understood.
called it beforehand, so you will not be permanently disfigured.
There are times to not
Good
wait to
call,
hear the
good call.
options.
It's true, actually.
Although, how cool would I have been with this poison scar in my face trying to use charm on people?
I'm not saying that there's not going to be side effects. But
Oh, of course. I'm gonna have a whole left side of my face just deformed.
Like just fully unparalyzed.
so,
Yeah.
Muriel
I-
and Henrik,
I-
just thwapped a knife out. What do you do?
I think that if my mom's falling, I run to grab her. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to catch her.
Yeah, Topper immediately goes and grabs Maria Lewis and wrestles the knife out of her. He seems obviously a much more skilled opponent. And slams her back down in the chair, and she just screams like, "I refuse to be outdone by you stupid fucking fools! I mean, you've already talked to Glarus 3 times!"
Could I do like an awareness or like a something to try to like
I am.
figure this shit out?
Like,
Because
no, she's still going. She
Awesome.
lost the thing. She lost. Fully. Like
Let her
in his
go
own
first.
like in his own bloody shop.
yep, know who it is. Yep,
Okay.
awesome. Like while she's like rambling off a bunch of this, it's like I maybe open up the door. It's like she has attacked my mother. Like for whatever guards are outside.
Hopper stops you from going anywhere near the door.
That's okay.
He goes, no. Just we'll get. Tell them to get the maester. Just tell them to get the maester.
We
Sure.
have a maester.
Yep. Do so.
Like, all right, yeah. Topper seemed very big on that.
That's yep.
All right, you comply. All right,
I comply.
you don't have to.
No,
there-
my mama gonna get help.
Wait,
Yeah.
so are we
Not the best help,
so
but still
so
help.
they're getting their maester like in
Well, yeah,
there.
because their maester is here.
Their maester is
Right.
here. Thorsten
I'm
is
gonna-
trying to
I'm gonna-
revive and patch together Nymora.
I'm gonna run and get Thorsten.
All right, so you're gonna leave your mom.
You're
Yeah,
you're gonna
I like-
leave us with okay.
Okay,
I guess I would
You-
wait
you-
until
you-
like they. I know. I would wait until they like.
you can
came back
also.
to me.
I just want to remind you of something, Henrik. You are a lord. You can demand someone go and fetch someone for you.
Okay. For that, yeah.
You can be like, someone get my maester. He's at the tent with our.
Yeah,
symbol."
I will do that instead. I don't want to leave my mother's side right
Of
now.
course,
I-
yeah.
I-
So you've caught your mom before she fell. She didn't hit her head or nothing.
Okay, good.
I
I think I just point to someone like that. You go and like tell them like.
I will say, you see that her eyes are moving, but she has gone like 4 shades paler, and her body is like twitching a little bit. Her eyes are moving. She's aware, but she can't. Vivian, you're trapped in your own body right now.
That's a horror show.
I think I'm just holding her rather like it's okay. We're gonna get Thorsten. Sorry, we'll be okay. Okay. Just like
I'm like waiting for Maritos to spill more fucking guts.
Yeah, so I will say before you know, she was just screaming, well, I refuse to be outdone by you bloody fucking fools. You've already talked to him 3 times in his own bloody fucking shop. If you just stood there and fucking took it, your family would have been fucking fine. And that's essentially what she screams as she does the location and who essentially Clarice Tech is. As you now know, it is in fact Mayo Viedo.
Hey! Well,
He's
none
very-
of us did an inside check on if he was giving us a fake name, so I guess it's fair.
I didn't meet him.
No, he didn't. But no, he's a tricky fellow.
Yeah.
He's actually very good at his best thing is like being other people. So
We saw his. Well, we didn't see his rules, but nothing we did could beat him. So makes sense.
So a maester will come in and begin to stabilize
Vivian.
and treat Vivienne. She's taken obviously to a much better place, to the proper, a proper, essentially like noble hospital, as doth deserve her station. Topper is mortified and is he kind of he like catches up with you guys, but he definitely seems to be pulling some kind of damage control. However, with the fact that she just attacked Vivienne, like they're not letting her go, right? Like they're definitely keeping her in the Bastille. They wanted, of course, start moving her over to a place for holding in trial, and they're like, no, keep her in the Bastille. So Thorsten, eventually, you do get a runner from the keep, essentially, stating that your lord has requested that your lady has been injured.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Thank you. I thought I unmuted myself. I said I immediately get up. I tell whoever's in the tent, watch over Nymore and everybody else, and I
You run off with this guy?
bolt, yes.
All right, you run off. Clarissa, you of course were there and heard that, and you're just holding your wine. Okay, you just still drinking. All right. Looking over at Nightmora, who's just
Passed out. There's a chance we could all die here, you know. So
Snoring very, very softly.
Thorsten, you eventually get there. Mariella and Henrik, you are in the room outside of the operating area. Thorsten, you inform the people who you are, of course.
Of course.
You are allowed in. You see there is a maester there looking over Lady Vivian. And as you come around, you actually recognize his links and a special link on it. He is a high maester. He is one of the 30 maesters in the world that is up for being the new Grand Maester, essentially. Whenever Pycelle dies, so they got a legit dude. You see all 7 healing links on his thing.
shit.
He seems very immediate as you come up and inform you. He immediately is like, "Your lady is still alive. Personally, I believe she has been blessed by the mother, as I think because I believe I have identified the poison in her system as basilisk venom." Which Thorsten, you know, basilisk venom is basically the most deadly contact poison in the world.
Yeah, Jaren had it.
Yep. Well, no, yeah.
He only
A
had a
mixture of it.
mix with Mirage Fire as well.
Yes, he had a much lower dosage, but like, yeah, the fact that she is alive at all, a woman of her delicacy is, she's truly blessed by the mother, I believe, and yeah, and Thorsten, that means you know that she'd be conscious right now. But while Jaren managed to stave off a lot of its effects, he could still talk. Vivian is trapped in her own body right now.
Yeah.
And it's she must be very scared. But Vivian, you do see Thorsten.
And I will assure you.
Yeah.
And I will help this High Maester.
Yeah, absolutely. Together, you manage to purchase him. He's impressed by you, and he seems he's obviously much older than you, right? He's like more than double your age.
Mhm.
But the man's hands don't shake. He is a very effective surgeon. Got that good 6 in healing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's one more than me. Excuse me.
He also has bonus dice, I think, a bit more than you as well.
Yeah, because I only got a bonus die in treat injury.
Yeah, he has.
Get it.
His lowest bonus dice number is 3 in healing. He's very good at what he does. But yeah, so you help, you aid in it, and you have saved your lady's life. No rolls necessary as she burned. You do know, however, it will be some time before she is going to be able to move again. Unfortunately, now.
So she will be taken back to the green.
Probably back to inn.
Like the High Maester suggests you don't move her.
Well, not right this second. It's not gonna happen until she is stabilized even further.
Yes. But it is unfortunate that she won't be able to really move much the next few weeks. Her. Both of you have identified the poison has done a lot of serious damage to her body. And the fact that you were able to treat it so quickly, and that such an experienced maester and had your help, there was a real chance she might have been paralyzed for a good amount, for most of her life, or at least an incredibly limited motion. Now it sort of seems like she's going to have some essentially some ailments that she wouldn't normally have.
Maybe you'll get to walk with a cane.
If treatment goes well. But yeah, so but her life will be changed somewhat. Luckily not too dramatically. Maybe, you're not sure. It would be a miracle if you could have a baby. But it's a miracle you're alive, so.
Always burn another destiny to make a baby.
Make a baby. Baby. All right. With that, Thorsten, you go out. You inform Henrik and Mariella of the situation, that their mother will live and is not in any danger. It is a miracle that she's not, as she has now survived a very severe
dose of
poisoning. And eventually Topper does catch up with you all. And yeah, due to that whole display, essentially, Marita Lugas has essentially fully pinned herself in this conspiracy.
Yeah.
And Topper has said, has mainly come up to you, Henrik, and he goes, "My lord, I cannot express my regret that this has happened to your mother under my watch. I will take responsibility for it."
Put my hand up, you can arrest the man whose poison was likely to this time of it. And I tell him where he is and the name he's under for there and what he looks like too.
He's like, "I will send 20 men immediately."
So
I will remind you though that there's also seems to be reference to another ally of this poisoner.
We have her in the Bastille. We will ply her for more information. Any rights she had as a noblewoman, she threw out the window when she attacked someone in the Bastille.
No fucks given by Vivian.
Apparently, ride or die. You just gotta go out.
And yeah, you guys are free to like kind of wait here if you wanted to wait to see to like maybe wait to go and talk to your mother for a bit. Basically, like an hour goes by, food is brought to you. After that,
I do want to see like I'll wait, but I want to see if Simonin will allow us like the use of a runner again to like deliver like a message or something. So then like because our father is still hanging like out somewhere, and like I want to give word to Clarissa to cushion the blow.
Well, no, Teedrick's already been called.
Okay.
That was the first thing they did because.
But regardless, it's like should probably inform Clarissa about this thing.
Yeah,
so it's
no.
Like, but like to borrow a runner to like.
Yeah, that's fine. You can
shoot that to her.
Yeah, I mean, this is mostly like you can just ask a mason and be like, "I need to send a message out," and they're like, "Well, of course, I'll send it, boy." And
milk of the puppy.
Yeah, so it'll probably be bullet point. It's like acquired Marita Lugas, questioned, attacked my mother.
Okay.
Was poisoned, been treated, will return soon.
Stop. Dude,
I gotta pay by the ink.
Each word.
In the hour. In the hour, it is revealed they managed to catch Glarus Tech. He killed 7 gold cloaks.
Jesus.
As it turns out, he is a famed Bravosi swordsman.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, he has 5 in fighting and 3 dice in water dancing.
Shit. So probably good thing we didn't fight him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I really am glad that I didn't go prying.
Yeah, I'm really glad we can let that go. I think we found out at the best time.
Because earlier I was like, oh fuck, I should have gone prying because now we would have figured out earlier.
I'm glad I didn't was able to go along.
Anyways,
He's gone.
We can say this later. With Glarus Tech caught and Marita Lugas also caught. Let's see here. They essentially after they are coerced, Marita seems very you've been told Marita is very resistant to give up really any real information, and just besides what she's already given up, she seems like she doesn't, like she seems like very tight-lipped. Glarus, however, basically, in exchange for a much lessened sentence, as he was, yes, he sells poisons, yes, all that good stuff. He will essentially give up a lot of info. And yeah, this is crazy. You guys did this. I had this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
keywords was had.
It's what you get for plucking the flowers out of our hands.
You gotta tell us all of it, but later.
Like Glarus has basically been coerced and agreed, and basically he's headed into the wall. But Yeah, I mean, technically anyone can like claim that thing, but he's like, yeah, but because he's a foreigner, generally they wouldn't let that. But they're like, no, we'll let you take the wall. And he's like, the wall, fantastic.
I will
I like
definitely
man.
not die
I
there.
love architecture.
Let's see. I've never seen
the
snow. It would be
His
interesting.
flaw is lascivious. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, we're kind of gonna skip forward a little bit, and I think basically because Vivian's out, I think Clarissa would probably be the one to mostly ask questions of Glarus, like the exact details. And so we just have like kind of like a quick thing there where you and Glarus are in a cell. He's of course very far from you, and there are people very far. And basically, he's like, I was basically brought on because to smuggle the Tears of Lys in. That's my main role. I have been a friend of the Lucases for quite some time. That's where I met Marita. We, of course, couldn't get married because I'm not noble. But
Boo-hoo.
like, as long as she's not harshly punished, I will give up information. What specifically do you want to know?
Mainly, since we've found out about you two, we're looking for the identification of your hirer. Who paid you to smuggle the Tears of Lys?
Who got me to smuggle the Tears of Lys?
Yes.
And he just like, right, of course. Well, it was he seems pretty
Yeah.
hesitant, and he's like, and we've all been saying Marita will be all right. She will be punished, but not killed or anything. And people have nodded and been like, he goes, okay. It was her brother, Nathan.
One.
And everyone thinks he's a brute, but he's not. He is infinitely more clever. Infinitely. We've been friends for quite some time, actually. I stayed there in House Lucas after I sold some things in Casterly Rock. I mean, we both have a very interesting taste in, wine, women, things like that. But he had this insane idea. He wanted. I will tell you, this whole plot is for Orton. He wanted to give Orton some kind of legacy or something. I do not really quite understand it myself. The boy seems more than intelligent to bring out about his own deeds. He cocked up this cockamamie scheme, but the thing is, and he kind of like tries to scoot forward, and nobody lets him, and they're just like, okay, well,
Stay.
Nathan is very clever. He's much more clever than people would think. I personally think Orton is probably smarter, but he's very cruel, Nathan. The truth of the matter is, I don't know if Nathan fully came up with this. He claims so. He claims. I don't fully buy it. I think there might be someone else. I don't know them though. I have no clue. But he had this idea. He originally just wanted to cock up some kind of trouble but things changed after he found out information about this prostitute.
Yes, the prostitute.
Yeah, sad story, right? I don't really know the full details, but I think she ran away from home or something, and then she ran to her relatives. Her relatives then sold her into prostitution.
Iris.
Like
Thank
they,
you.
beat her, changed her hair, that whole thing, and they sold her into prostitution. Nathan found out about it. I don't know how, but he, he was manipulating her. It's why she wanted to make, because he wanted to kill. So he killed Adam Dennett. He poisoned them, but he told the girl, because Adam's her brother, that of course your family did it. Gives her motivation to want to take you down. I think the whole goal was to liberate her, make her the only heir, make you all look bad, which would then give reparations to House Dannett to make them more powerful, and then marry his younger brother off to her to secure power on two different fronts.
Well,
I believe that was the thing. Now, Nathan, he's a clever man. He's had very interesting strategies throughout most of his life. The greatest one is convincing everyone that he's an idiot. But I just feel this is more information than I normally would. I feel like maybe someone helped him with this. I don't know who. I could not tell you, but the hardest thing I will say was having to move around Orton about this, because Orton knew me, right? He knew who I was. I stayed at his house for 2 months. Good kid. I really like talking to him, actually. Very fascinating. But we had to pull all of this off without Orton noticing, and it was very difficult and trying. Not to mention all of the sexual demands Marita gave me. Like,
boo-hoo.
I'm sure.
Oh, boo.
But yeah, Nathan wanted to secure more power for House Lucas and have a newly raised House in the Reach under him, and that was supposed to lead to something else. I don't know what. He didn't tell me. I was literally only here to smuggle in the Tears of Least. That was my entire purpose here. Also to meet up with Marita and we'll meet up with Marita. And if she was getting married to anyone, to kill him. Langley Woods. I was actually going to poison him tonight.
Guys, we saved Langley Woods.
He's gonna poison his oatmeal or something. Poor dude.
My whole idea was because tomorrow Langley Woods is fighting Teedrick in the melee, so there's no way Langley would lose to Teedrick Weirlight. So wouldn't lose to Teedrick Weirlight. So Teedrick would beat him, and then he found out poisoned, and it just it's just ads upon ads upon ads.
Mm-hmm. I really need to. We really needed to.
It was supposed to be this dramatic reveal at the ending feast.
Sure.
Lida shows up and all of that, but
my question is, how did Langley Woods make it that far in the melee?
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's dead now.
No, he's still alive. We saved him.
Oh yeah, I guess you made it.
Or okay,
For now.
Yeah.
I fully believe him, but for the sake of the people around me, can I make an empathy check to see if he is telling me the truth?
You absolutely may.
It's just awareness, right? I don't even know what that's under.
Yeah, awareness, empathy.
Cool.
21. You succeed.
Thank you.
He is being completely honest with you.
That's what I thought. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
The layers of this plan.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, she'll just.
I will admit, though, I have no idea why he brought in that Mirish guy. I mean, he helped me with some poison stuff, but it's not like we mixed the Tears of Lys. I just smuggled it in from Lys. I don't really know why he was there. He was very interesting, a little crazy, but you know, just kind of shrugs. Like, I have no idea why he was here, even brought in. I helped him with some poison stuff, but I don't really understand that part. Yeah, but most of this, Marita just really wanted to help. I mean, Marita and Knighton have been scheming since the dawn of fucking time. I mean, you know how Conrad Lugas is sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe I gave someone some stuff, but I didn't do anything. He's all talking with his hands bound, by the way.
Forgive me.
Sure.
Who asked you to keep this from Orton?
Well, Nathan.
He did.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, I don't know. The kid's got morals, I guess. He probably would try and stop Nathan. And I don't know, Orton's pretty smart. He maybe would find out a way, but
Is there anything else you'd like to divulge while I'm here?
No, not particularly. Kind of thinks. Oh, this is one I totally know. Yes, Nathan Lugas hired Clayton Arcay because Clayton Arcay had a life debt to Conrad Lugas, and because they're both Targaryen loyalists. And then, of course, Nathan used that connection to manipulate Clayton to attack the Dannet farms. And Clayton had had 2 Weirlight shields from way back when, from the rebellion.
Yes.
And he hired some men and some stuff. I don't really know the details there. But I heard Clayton died.
He did.
Orton killed him, which, shit, I know the kid had sword training, but damn. Proud of him. I taught him some things, you know. Was not a good...
With this conversation, I think.
Okay, I think, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So everything's good? You're satisfied with the information?
For now. Just in case.
Well,
I want to close all my doors.
Well, I'm going to the wall tomorrow, so...
Well, maybe I'll see you later tonight. You never know. Have a nice time at the wall. I'm sure it'll be enjoyable for you.
Shrugs.
And I will leave.
Okay. So, I will ask you before we wrap up tonight, what are the action, now that you have all this information, what action would the family like to take? Basically, you have literally enough evidence to arrest and convict Nathan Lugas.
I think yeah, I if I hear that, I think I would have to make that call, I guess, since I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just asking the group in general, but like, yeah, like canonically, I think Teedrick.
Henrik would. Me as Aaron is cool with having him be arrested, if that's okay with you guys. Being like, yeah, round them all up.
Take them away, Kappas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need confirmation from every member of the group that this is something we
that.
want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as far as like the king is concerned, that situation's handled, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't need to bring that.
They'll have like a trial for Nathan and stuff, and you guys have. There's just so much overwhelming evidence that it's not just your word, right? It's like you have physical evidence. You can literally like he of course also admits he's the one Nathan had him send Henrik the dagger to. He also admits that.
Can we ask what did what's the other guy? Reuben Piper was involved? Did he say?
Yeah, he nods. He goes, sort of, yeah. See, originally, what I know, Reuben had his own scheme. I don't know the details of it, but he had his own thing going on. And then yesterday, he, I think, discovered bits of Nathan's, and they had to talk. So.
That seems fitting. All right.
Cool. He was definitely involved in some way. I'm not sure what way.
Doesn't matter now because he's dead. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
He is dead. And they'll never find his body.
No, they won't.
Disappeared into the gutters of Fleet Bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. This is I'm asking, this is a metagame out of your. I don't know what do you mean?
Yeah, no, have them arrested and convicted and give me stuff. I was poisoned.
Blood
No,
money.
That last part is a joke, but no. No.
Okay, so you are going to also try and arrest Orton?
No. Orton seemed to be just the one. Marita, Nathan, those can be convicted with the crimes that and the evidence and stuff, and Orton Lucas can inherit his family name. I don't know if that trumps him. I don't know if that makes Nathan unavailable to.
Oh, it does. Oh no, Nathan's. I mean, I'll tell you later. But a question. So it's a yes from people. I haven't heard a yes from Clarissa lately. What's the hesitation?
I feel like there's a way to get the information about who is second in this, whoever he was getting other ideas from, that does not involve the gold cloaks, that we could take care of ourselves. I understand how easy it would be, or seemingly, I guess. So yes, I agree with the group. Let's just arrest him. But I think while that's happening, we need to get Lyta. But the family needs to get lit up.
Right, that's a different thing. I'm only talking about Nathan right now.
I get you.
All right, so Nathan, all right, cool. So Nathan is arrested for crimes. Now I'm gonna skip through some stuff, okay? And I understand that you guys will still have tons of availability to do things and all that good stuff. But Nathan is called to trial. He, of course, denies everything. Evidence is presented. You all present your cases. And, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming. There's not even really a role needed. He is found guilty by the king. And due to his actions, basically, he would be sentenced to death. he of course takes the wall because he doesn't want to die. So that is over the course of a few days. However, before wanting to take the wall, he does demand a trial by combat, specifically against his accusers, which we will end the game on that, and I believe we will open the next game, which I am guessing will be Nathan Lugas versus Tedric Weirlight.
So you're fighting for lies until you.
I'll inform him after all of this.
Very good.
And so the guy that tried to
Way to go, guys! You uncovered the plot. You went to the
God.
right weak link. Glarus Tech was the weak link in that conspiracy. He was the least invested in it.
It's only so far that you will go for just a hot lady.
So good work, everyone. The conspiracy against your family is found. We are not going to be leaving King's Landing just yet. We, of course, have our trial by combat and the rest of just fun tournament stuff that you guys keep telling us to do. And now there'll be no stress. No
I have to do
worries.
equestrian shit now.
Everything's
Lovely.
all okay.
Look,
And
nothing can ever go
You
wrong.
sound
your
too
family has
chipper.
been
What are you
not
planning?
only fully cleared, guys, but you guys now look fairly impressive by
Yes.
basically bringing this to justice by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
so-
since Vivian made the claims of like he was freaking manipulated and
okay.
all the other.
Yeah, it's all good. It's very good. So good work, guys. But I
How
want
does
to.
Orton take all this?
We'll see. I
Okay.
want to. I would like to end it.
Yep.
All right,
Uh,
no worries.
So thank you for watching. Did not expect you guys to uncover it this session in time as well, but you did. Good fucking work. Good call. I was like, so watch to see the conclusion of this arc next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.